Brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters. All right. This morning I'm going to give you the game plan, all right? The game plan. And the game plan that I'm going to propose to you, it needs to be backed, all right? It needs to be pushed. You have to push information and push knowledge, all right? Push that shit, man. You got to push that shit like narcotics and drugs. I'm going to get at you here, T. You got to push that shit like drugs, man, like narcotics. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, conscious people just having conversations in passing with other conscious people, that's not going nowhere, okay? That's not advancing the interest, you know, okay? Having conversations with other conscious people. You advance the goddamn shit when you when you push knowledge, not have conversations, but push information to unconscious people. This is how you begin to spread the shit, all right? So stop just, you know, exchanging, posting shit amongst other conscious people. You got to understand what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. That's not advancing the shit fast enough. Do you know the shit will spread like wildfire if you begin to push these ideas and push these new concepts and thoughts to the people that don't know the shit? You have to push it, not conversate it in passing. Not casual conversations, all right? You have to force feed these motherfuckers because they dying, right? When you got a motherfucker that's dehydrated or that can't keep food down or whatever, you have to force feed them, right? Because if not, if they continue at that rate, they're gonna die, right? So you have to force feed them, man. You have to be goddamn Hamlets out there, man. Town criers, man. You know? I get called crazy and all that kind of shit. I'm on a mission, man. And believe me, man, it works. Yeah, you know, you're gonna have motherfuckers that's gonna try to undermine you. You're gonna have motherfuckers that's gonna try to call you names. You're gonna have plenty of motherfuckers that covertly they envy you because you're doing something that they want to do but can't do. So what they'll try to do is challenge you, okay? Because they just want to be heard, right? But they never had the balls to speak out, or they don't know as much as you know. You understand what I'm saying? So they'll try to take you on in the form of a rebuttal or a sparring match of words, right? You know what I'm saying? To try to steal some of the goddamn, I don't even want to call it shine because a nigga don't do it for the shine. You know what I mean? But what they do is they try to undermine your shit. And they'll sabotage your entire shit. So then all the stuff you've been talking up to that point to the people and they, you know, they listening, you'll have one asshole usually, right? And they'll say, first they'll start off, sometimes they may say some shit like, especially like if you on a bus or a subway car, you know, whenever I'm on a bus or a subway car shit, I always, if an event happened, I let them motherfuckers know, you know. Yesterday, you know, like I let them know because listen, most people don't have as much free time as I have. So a lot of people are working, you know, 8-hour days, and then they got another probably 3 hours worth of travel to and fro if they catching public transportation and whatnot, right? So then, you know, most have kids and shit like that and all kinds of shit. So they may not necessarily have the time to devote to staying up on current events or just knowing what's really going on in the area of black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's individuals like myself who do have this free time, who seeking the information is not a labor for me, you know, it's a goddamn pleasure. It's a hobby, you know what I'm saying? It's a goddamn desire of mine, you know what I mean? It's a goddamn mission, you know? It's my objective to know, you know what I'm saying? So then when I know though, I immediately have to take what I learned and take what I know, especially if what I've learned, right, affects black people, whether it affects us in a positive way or a negative way. But most likely lately, you know, the negative is outweighing the positive, all right? And you have to try to like put that goddamn spark into them again, man. They dead. It's like a dead battery, but it's not totally dead. It's just a cell. One cell might be dead, and it needs a jumper, a hot shot, right? And that's what black people need, man. They just need a jump and a hot shot. but don't waste too much. See, the ones that's going to try, usually the ones that's going to undermine you and try to take you on is going to be the older ones, okay? The older ones, right? And they ain't going to be the ones because they're cowards. They scared, man. See? This shit right here is this is new wine for new wine skins. You remember Jesus in that parable. Do not put new wine in old wine skins lest you ruin the wine. Okay? The old people ain't going to buy that shit. They're going to take you on because they like it the way it is. They don't want a revolution, and they're very fucking complacent right now. They don't want no trouble. They fine with just existing, you know, with a meager existence. They all right with that, you know. Nigga, we done fought this far and we got it the way we like it. You know, they like this shit. They like having nothing, working for another race and group. You know, they like that shit. They don't want responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? They like the ones I told you before, man, in a baseball game. They don't want to play team ball, they want to play individual ball. You understand what I'm saying? And if you make them mad and start talking that team ball shit, they'll take the ball and go home, right? Or they'll begin to undermine and sabotage the game. You understand? The game. And the game is revolution, okay? The game is us taking, how you doing, brother? The game is us taking some shit that belongs to us, right? Because the only way we're going to recoup our losses right now is to take our shit back. They ain't going to give you back shit. Okay, stop marching, demonstrating, stop asking, okay? And all of their gain that they achieved and got, they ain't asked nobody for shit. They came, they saw, they conquered. That's what that little slogan and cliche is. We came, we saw, we conquered. And that's how the fuck they get down. And that's what you have to do. You have to do a motherfucking, you have to go rummaging through their shit and start identifying what's yours. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. It's like your apartment got broken into by your neighbor, okay? You know your neighbor broke into the apartment. You know it. You know where your shit at. You know who stole your shit, right? So then you can do one or two things. You can go to him and ask him, man, look, I know you got my shit. Can you please give me my shit back? And he say, man, I ain't got your shit, you know? Shit, your shit ain't in here, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Fuck out my face and slam the door in your face, right? Or, right, you can get your motherfucking shotgun, right, and walk up to his door and put a foot to that motherfucker and kick the motherfucker in, right, and put that motherfucker to his head and tell him, get the fuck on the ground. If I tell you again, I'ma kill you, right? And then you go and you look for your shit, and you say, dagger my shit, dagger my shit, dagger my shit. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, and that's mine. Then you tell him, get the fuck up. Pick that TV up first and carry it to my motherfucking apartment, bitch. And that's what you do. You make him put every fucking thing he took back. Then after that, you know what you do next, right? You don't shake his hand and you don't send him home. You know what I'm saying? After that, you fucking dispense goddamn justice. You serve some goddamn justice. If you get my picture, right? So that's how you do that shit, man. But here's the goddamn thing we need to start doing, man. And we're gonna, this is my proposition. I told you that I'm gonna try to come up with something that we can begin right now. We can do this shit regionally. We don't have to come together. You know, we don't have to have any real face-to-face meetings to get this popping and going, okay? Now, this is a goddamn appeal to the entire Black Google Plus community. Please help me, brothers and sisters. You know, share it, man. Share this idea around. Make a video of your own, propagating the same shit. You don't have to share my video. Make a video with you saying, you know, pushing the same idea. Add something else to it or something. You know what I mean? My shit ain't written in stone, and I don't claim to have all the goddamn answers. This is nothing but me making my contribution in the form of a suggestion, okay? And I suggest this. This suggestion originally came from my mentor, Steve Coakley, okay? And this is what he said. He said that we need, all right, to get at least, all right, out of it's approximately something like 35, 32 million black people. It used to be 40. So that's proof our numbers are dropping. Okay, but it's about 32 million black people, let's say, right? Matter of fact, let's keep it round. Let's say it's 30 million black people, all right? If we can get, man, 1/30th, let's say we get 1 million black people, right? And that can be just simply the youth. That could be individuals that's 50 and let's say 30. Let's say we could target it like the white people target their media demographic, you know, and their advertising demographic, right? And that advertising and media demographic is usually somewhere between the ages of like 12 and 35. So let's say between ages 12 and 35 is going to be our target. But, you know, that's not to say anyone, I'll be over there in a minute, Abdul, I need to see you. That's not to say that anybody, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's not to say that anybody can't be, how you doing, sister? That's not to say that anybody, hey, sister. All right. That's not to say that anybody can't participate in this, and we want as much participation as we can possibly get in this endeavor right here, okay? So we want to get, the goal is going to be 1 million. 1 million individuals to become part of and this, it has no title, okay? I'm just going to give it a name right now, but that's not the name it has to be or none of that shit. What I'm doing right now in this propositioning is proposing a hypothesis, all right? This is loose right now. So I need comments and I need opinions on how to tighten it up, all right? So right now it's loose, but I'm going to give you the premise, okay? And the premise is this. Say we have what's called like a black voting alliance. The Black Voting Alliance. We have 1 million black voters, okay? Now there's 15 million, there's 30 million black people, but there's 15 million eligible voters. So our goal is to get 1 million, okay? But even if we get 500,000, that's impressive, all right? So we need to get 1 out of 15 black people involved in this Black Vote Alliance. Now the Black Vote Alliance will do this. It will ensure any politician or candidate 1 million votes, or whatever number we have, 1,500,000, maybe 300,000 or whatever. But they're sure to get these votes if they agree to certain terms and conditions, aka agenda, all right, of the Black Vote Alliance, all right? And this is how we'll begin to use our votes, okay? So once candidates get involved, we need each member of the Black Voting Alliance, right, to put up $5. $5. And then we're going to take, let's say, 50 cents of each dollar, right, goes to each candidate. That'll get somewhere around 10 candidates, right? So we got 300,000, right? And each one get 50 cents. So each candidate not only gets 300,000 votes, but they're going to get $150,000, okay, to help us push our agenda, all right? And then we come up with the agenda, right? And they have to also support what? Any future legislation or agenda thing that we come up with. They must agree to, support any future legislation that we come up with. And they must always have to agree to support, certain objectives that we have already laid out on the table, all right? And this is how we can begin. As we get say we get our numbers up, eventually over 5 years, we get the numbers up double, from 300,000 to 600,000, or we hit the million mark. You know what I'm saying? That's where shit gets serious then. That's where shit gets serious. So we don't need voters to vote Democratic. When they agree to be part of the Black Vote Alliance, they're not going to vote Democrat, they're not going to vote Republican, they're not going to vote Independent, they're going to vote along with the Black Vote Alliance, all right? And we're only going to pick our candidates. The candidate could be Republican, Democrat, Independent. We don't care about partisanship. We only care about them supporting and advancing our agenda and objectives, period. That's the premise. Please respond, man. I need help. I need response. This is how we're going to begin to do more than just post memes. Get involved. This is something that can work, okay? This is some workable shit right here, and it's easy. We don't have to come together for this shit. And we're strategically spread out right now. Right now, we're strategically spread out in major cities, all the members of the Google Plus conscious community. And you can begin to work and push this in your community, all right? Now, what we need is we need to start putting the ideas together, okay? And we need some individuals out there who want to be a part of this idea, and please get involved. Please become a part of the idea. On this one, if you want to be part of the idea that I'm proposing and help with like, I only gave the premise. It's not solid yet. We need to tighten it up, okay? We need to make it sound and workable, all right? And in order to do that, we need involvement. We need comments, suggestions, all right? We need people to offer their talents up, all right? If you are good and drawing up maybe a website page for us, you know what I'm saying? And we need those who might can, see, I don't know how to print up stuff on a computer screen and list our objectives and things like that. But we need, like, at least, like on the final call paper, they have what the people want, what the people believe. We need that shit. You know what I mean? What the Black Voters Alliance want, what the Black Voters Alliance believe. You know, maybe something like that. Again, all these are just suggestions, but I think this one here is workable, and it can work, and it can be something great. And you can be part of it. The ones who get involved right now will be the founding fathers of this group. You know what I'm saying? This could be like the Black Panther Party, man. You know, they spread out and had goddamn chapters and shit in every major state. So, you know, the ones who get involved, if you're in goddamn Georgia, like my man, Brother Swinson, you know, you could be the president, vice president, you know, junior secretary, senior secretary in the state of Georgia of the Black Voters Alliance. You understand what I'm saying? In Baltimore, it's me and Brother Reggie I'm So Be More. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else who wants to get involved in Baltimore. Then you just have small elections and you elect, you know, a president, this and another of the Black Voters Alliance. You understand what I'm saying? So then we'll have money that we spread. Some money we'll section out and shit and shit. You see, that's the good part. Each candidate automatically gets the number of votes. You know, they get all of the votes. But then the money part of everybody, if we make the dues like, you know, 2 times a year, we give up $5. That's a small thing, man. And we just say 50 cents to each, you know, 50 cents of 5 votes will get us 10 people. And they'll get 50 cents of every member that we get, you know, in the form of money, lobbying money, you know, in the form of a lobby, right? But they get the whole totality of the members of votes. You see what I'm saying? I think y'all got it. Y'all smart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all smart. I don't have to keep repeating it, but you got what I'm saying. All right? And we can make this thing happen, man. And in whatever state you're in, man, you could be in charge, as president or whatever, or founding, you know, founding member. This could be like the NAACP, man. It could be larger than life. But get involved, man. See, back then, man, Black people got involved in shit like that in the NAACP, Black Panther Party chapters. You know what I mean? Be part of something a lot bigger than yourself, man. All right? It's not an individual thing. This is not to give you no shine or no accolades or no, you know what I mean? This not no goddamn ego stroke right here, man. This is for something that's going to give us some political power, man, and that's where we need to begin. You know what I'm saying? I like the work that Brother Claude Anderson is doing, man. And then look, if we get this Black Voting Alliance thing popping, right? Then we link up with organizations like what Dr. Claude Anderson has at the Heritage Institute and shit like that. Oh man, we'll become something to be reckoned with, man. We can begin to really make some major shit popping off, man, over the next 5 to 10 years, just like the Hispanics did, man. They made shit happen with that CASA organization and shit like that. But the first thing the Hispanics did, they went after the political power. They went after the political power. Once they got the political power, shit, that was all she wrote. They got all these politicians now, you know, bent over and bending to their goddamn, you know, will right now, man. You know, because they giving them votes and dollars, man. And this is how that shit works. It works in the form of votes and dollars. And right now, Black people are just giving their votes away. You know what I'm saying? They don't really understand the inner workings of politics, man. You know? They picking goddamn politicians like they pick baseball teams or football teams. or the winner of a boxing match, who they like. It ain't about who the fuck you like. It's about who's gonna fucking, who's gonna fucking advance your interests and agenda. That's what the fuck it's about. And ain't none of them gonna do it without votes and money. Period. You can't just vote for a motherfucker and think he's gonna do something for you. They want that goddamn cash, man. They want that goddamn cash, and that's just the name of the game, man. And remember the saying, he who pays the fiddler calls the tune, man. And we're gonna start paying the fiddlers, all right? Then we can tell them what songs we want to hear, goddammit. This is Brother Elihu. Please get involved. Please get with me, man. Please, listen, like I said again, I'm going to know you must hit the +1 box, all right? Hit the +1 box so I can then, get you locked in as being interested in advancing this thing and being a member of it, a part of it, advancing the interest. Even if you don't, you might be shy or whatever, or you may not, you don't have to give the suggestion or whatever, but you do want to subscribe to it, supporting this thing. So you want to be, put down as a member, and that you're willing to, support this thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit. We got individuals in so many different states. Like once we get the individuals down and the chapters down, and the presidents and this, that, and other, you know what I'm saying? Then we can have what's called a group account in, let's say, a New York bank. So say we choose Chase Manhattan Bank, right? In order for any withdrawals and shit to be made, man, it has to be, you know what I'm saying, signatures from the presidents of each chapter from the different states. That way no individual can withdraw no money or steal no money or nothing like that. They can all make deposits, but they can't make withdrawals without the you know what I'm saying? I forget the word I'm trying to say. Without the consent of each president chapter member from the different chapters in different states. So say we got 6 chapters in 6 different states. In order for a withdrawal to be made, you have to have signatures from, let's say, the president and vice president of the 6 different chapters. 12 signatures will be the way that any kind of electronic payment can be made. So we're going to pay a certain politician, you know what I mean, send the money to his debit account or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean, it will require these signatures electronically. And they have it shit that way now. We can do it that way. So you don't have to worry about anybody stealing the money. Stop thinking like niggas, okay? We're trying to be a goddamn nation. In order to be a nation, we have to build trust. And I trust y'all, man. Shit. I'll put in goddamn $100 to motherfucker putting up 5. Shit. I believe in this thing, man. And I trust it, I just want this shit to work right. I don't even need to be president, vice president, or none of that shit. I'll just be a regular old member. I don't give a fuck. It ain't about me. Please understand that shit. I want y'all to take place. Shit. Listen, man. For those out there, man, I want to give some shout outs to a few individuals. Brother Swenson in Georgia, Sister Janetta, Revelations 1:15, OG, Overstanding God, JB, Jonathan Banks, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Oh So Serious, Sister Oso, you know what I mean? Big shout out, sister. Reggie, I'm So B More. Shit, it's a lot of y'all, man. Brother Pierre's a new friend. I shouldn't have did that because I feel so bad because I'm drawing a blank and shit. And it's a lot of y'all out there that have given me so much support and so much love over the years and over the months and everything, man. And my health been a little funny lately. For those who are interested, I do have to. I'm going to go see a gastrointestinal guy. They're talking about they're going to put a fiber optic camera down my stomach and take a little piece of tissue, do a biopsy, right, and then run some tests on it. I need to find out, what's going on in my stomach, man. That's my major health. I can handle the diabetes part because now I've learned what they eat and everything. But right now I'm having some gastrointestinal problems, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just small, if it's something like an ulcer or what the hell is going on right now. So we're going to do that and find out. So I hope to have this surgery, you know what I mean, before the year is out, you know. And I thank everybody for their support and their well wishes and everything. Thank you so much. And anybody that I forgot, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I just have a lot that I'm dealing with. Hey, brother, how you feeling? I just have a lot that I'm dealing with on a personal level, you know. So yeah, all right. That's pretty much the idea of how my proposal on us, you know, starting to do more, changing the direction, taking advantage of the network of Google Plus. All right. It's a you know, all these brilliant black minds can come together on black people moving forward, community and things of that nature, when we should definitely be doing way more, having this network at our fingertips. We should be taking full advantage, all right, of putting together some nice, some serious new strategies and everything to advance black interests. All right, we are smart enough and we can do it. You know, if we want, if we choose to, if we take the initiative, if we get involved, if we begin to begin to make advancing our interests and some real black power, if we make that a priority over Mimi posting. All right, Mimi posting is going to have to take a back seat to you know, something that's going to be more, you know, real. That's going to really affect the people and make some changes. All right, take advantage of this networking, man. I built relationships and met people over this goddamn venue. You know, I've networked and had some serious networks. I've got there something like 500 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If I could just get a 1/5 of those 500, man, to get involved in this thing, man. And then, you know, your subscribers, if you can get, you know, 25 of your subscribers, you know what I'm saying, to get involved. We can put together 10,000 with just immediate members of the Black Voters Alliance off the break. To start off that with 10,000 members. Then take to the streets. Now, I want to stress this. This is not just a Google Plus thing. Do not just think you're going to be recruiting on Google Plus. You're going to get the real numbers in membership by going to the streets, taking the idea to the people, okay? Once you put something in motion on the internet, all right, that's it. It's in motion. All right, go do something else now. Go do something else now, all right? Once you send it, okay, that's working, and it don't stop working. It's working all day, 24 hours a day. So that gives you time to go do something else. So go out there in the streets and open your mouth and push the idea of the Black Voters Alliance. You're going to have to get people's name. Hey, sister, how you feeling? Get people's name, get people, you know, address and phone numbers, and sign them up. You know what I mean? Sign them up as members and everything. We're going to have to get somebody to draw up a template, something that we can copy and print out individually in the form of flyers. So, you know, those out there that have some kind of skill, and, you know, typing skills or whatever, and those who volunteer certain, you know, suggestions and ideas, you know, we'll come up with one template that we can all vote and agree on. We know we can submit maybe, you know, several, 3 or 5, and then we can have a vote online vote on which template that we want to go with. You know, have the members of the Black Voting Alliance, you know, vote on which template that we're going to go with. We can also have the name of what the organization will be called. I just use Black Voters Alliance as a you know, a premise again. All right. So again, I need you to hit the +1 button so I can then begin to get a count of who's involved, who wants to be involved, who's going to help out. You know, feel free to give comments. You know, if you want to make suggestions and everything, please, I welcome them. I need them. I need them. All right. It's very, very ill. I love you all. Bye.